Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Sure wish I was in the classroom with you guys, but this is the cards I've been dealt. So let's play them the best we can. Let's develop our problem solving skills. We've been finding the volume of lots of different shapes, kind of one at a time. We started finding the volume of cubes, right? And then we found the volume of rectangular prisms and triangular prisms and all these different shapes. Okay, we looked at trapezoidal prisms. We looked at cylinders, which are circles at two ends of a prism. We looked at parallelograms as prisms, and we found the volume of all those shapes. Okay, and we've got formulas to find the volume of lots of different shapes, right? We used all of these formulas. And boys and girls, right now I'm going to pause for a moment. On the left, you can see you should have a pencil and line paper in your calculator. And the top of your page should look like this. Today is April 27th, 2020, and we're talking about volume, and we're combining everything that we've done. We're going to find the volume of all the different shapes, all the different objects, okay? So we need to choose the appropriate formula. So you should have this other document open on your desktop to find the volume of cubes and cuboids and cylinders and spheres and cones, and this one as well works really nicely. It just kind of describes how to find the area of a cone differently. Now I'm going to pause for just 1 second here, okay? And remember, down at the bottom here it says you should pause the video so you can work the problems out with me. That's the whole point. You're developing your problem solving skills. I'm developing with you. And when you have trouble, you ask questions and you get help, okay? So enjoy the video. I'm going to solve some problems today in this IXL link, and I'm going to solve problems with you, and you're going to write these down on your lined paper, right? I'm going to try and, let's see here, why isn't this working for me? I'm going to try and find the volume of this rectangular prism. Let's see here. I'm going to get this thing to take a snapshot. Thanks for your patience. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I apologize. We'll get there. Technology is not perfect. All right, so let's see here. All right, so it says what is the volume? And we know that to find the volume of a rectangular prism, right, if we don't know, we can just look right here and it shows us that we find the length times the width times the height, okay? So 2 times 3 times 9, 2 times 3 times 9, because area equals length times width times height. Okay, and we can call this the height, and we can call this the width, and we can call this the length. It doesn't really matter. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 9 is 54. And each one of those is yards, so it's 54 cubic yards is equal to the area of this rectangle. Okay, so let's try it. 54. We'll try out a couple problems together. This thing's the same. You can do this. You find the appropriate formula. Okay, here is a cone. Okay, and with a cone, what I need to do is find the area of the base, which is a circle, multiply by the height, and divide by 3. And if you don't remember, it's right down here, okay? A cone. It says the volume is equal to the area of the base times the height divided by 3. So I'm going to do V equals area of base, which I know is pi r squared. So it's the area of the base times the height. Okay, which is right here. Okay, the height of that is right there. And this is actually the diameter. Okay, if the diameter equals 6, then I have to divide by 2 to find the radius. And the radius is equal to 3 yards. Okay, so I'm told that I need to use 3.14 in place of pi. So I'm gonna start using the values that I know. I know my radius is 3. I know my height is 8. I know that I'm looking for pi r squared times h divided by 3. So I'm going to plug in all the values. Volume equals 3.14 times 3 yards squared times 8 yards. And I need to divide it all by 3. I can't forget that I need to divide by 3. Okay, so the volume is equal to, if I grab my calculator, let's see here. Grab a calculator, use that thing. 3.14 times, let's see, 3 squared is 9 times 8 divided by 3 equals 75.36 yards cubed, or cubic yards. 75.36. Let's see here. 75.36. All right. So this one is a cylinder. Okay. For a cylinder, boys and girls, remember, you're going to find the area of the base. The base is a circle. You're going to find the area of the circle, and you're going to multiply by the height, right? Because volume equals the area of the base times the height. Volume equals area of the base, which is pi times the radius squared times the height divided by 3. Okay? And so then, if you didn't remember that, you're just looking at these formulas right here, right? Volume equals pi r squared h. Oh, see? And that was the cone, or the pyramid. And check those formulas. So I'm going to fill in the blanks here. I know this is my diameter, and I need to divide that by 2, right? 26 divided by 2 equals 13. So r equals 13 centimeters, and h equals 17 centimeters. Okay, h equals 17 centimeters. So volume equals 3.14. It tells me to use 3.14 in place of pi, right up top there, right? Right up here it says use that in place of pi. And then r, we said, was 13 times 13 squared. The radius is half the diameter, and times the height times 17. Okay, and I don't need to divide by 3. It's not a cone. Okay, so I'm going to grab my calculator. 3.14 times 13 to the second power times 17 equals 9,021.22. And that's centimeters cubed, and we're going to try it out. 9,021.22. All right, so now we've got a rectangular pyramid, okay? This is the same thing as a cone. You find the area of the base. You find the area of the base by, the base is a rectangle, so it's length times width, okay? Width and length. So volume equals length times width times the height divided by 3. Okay, so it's going to be volume equals 12 inches times 14 inches times 8 inches. And then I divide by 3, because that pyramid only takes up 1/3 of what a rectangular prism would take up. And let's see here. 12 times 14 times 8 divided by 3 equals 448. Let's try it out. 448 inches cubed, or cubic inches. Let's see if we got it right. If we didn't, let's learn from our mistake. All right. So it's another cylinder. You know how to do this. Find the area of the base and multiply by the height. And another cylinder, same thing. Okay, You guys know how to do this. Another cylinder. Okay, it says the volume of the cylinder. It gives you the volume and asks you to find the height. So you just find the formula again, and you plug in all the known values and solve for your unknown value. And then you're going to enter the challenge zone, and let's see if this is any different. Nope, it's the same thing. It asks you to start with the volume and find the height by plugging in your known values. You know that you find the volume of a cylinder by multiplying pi times the radius squared times the height. And you know that the volume is 20,090.0968 cubic centimeters. Fill in all the known values and isolate the variable to find what you're looking for. Okay. Tomorrow, boys and girls, we're gonna kind of wrap this up. I'm gonna ask you guys to measure some things. So please make sure that tomorrow you've got some things you can measure with. Please make sure you have a ruler or a tape measure, or even on your phone if you've got some sort of app that you can use to measure things, or if you've got an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, we'll improvise. And if you can't find that, we'll figure something else out. Okay, we'll be creative. But anyway, that's it for practice with volume today. If you guys have questions, you can meet me in a Zoom room at 2:30 this afternoon. I hope you have a great day, and I really miss you guys. Hope to see you soon.